He has one new short and one new video.
Frankie's free range meat is not just about meat. We have some of the highest quality frozen prepared foods you will ever have. This is an
Sourdough pizza. That sounds horrific, and it doesn't look great.
organic sourdough pizza made with a 3-day fermented organic flour. We have raw A2 mozzarella cheese from a local Amish farm, and we have hand-grown white tomato sauce, something
Yeah, I know, Alistair Crowley.
you will not see anywhere else, and we are topping that off with 2-year aged Parmigiano Reggiano cheese.
Parmesan is horrible.
These are also made on a traditional stone oven, whereas most frozen pizzas are on a conveyor belt. So this is not only
As far as I understand, he just has an oven.
the highest quality pizza from an ingredient perspective, it's also going to taste a lot better than any other frozen pizza on the market. These are
Buddy, it's sourdough, so no.
available, guys, on frankiesfreerangemeat.com. We have just the plain cheese now, but we might do a few more flavors in the future. Frankie's Free Range Meat. What's up, guys? We're down here at Frankie's Free Range Meat.
Let me see.
Do anti-nutrients really matter? If you guys are unfamiliar, they are basically negative compounds in plant foods that can impair our own nutrient absorption. It's a big argument that carnivore dieters make for plant foods being bad for you. You can't eat vegetables, they have anti-nutrients. Now, I was carnivore for 8 years, which took me to basically liver failure, so I understand the importance of a balanced diet after nearly dying. Plant food is only bad if it does not offer caloric nutrition, specifically things like kale, broccoli, dark green vegetables. These do not contain any nutrients our bodies need, just excessive amounts of flavonoids, carotenoids, and many minerals we can't digest and absorb from them. From a natural perspective, it wouldn't make sense to eat a food so low in calories, these high water volume leafy greens especially. Grains, on the other hand, here we have some oats, offer massive caloric nutrition, and the anti-nutrients, phytic acid for instance, oxalates, are mostly neutralized in the traditional preparation and cooking of.
I don't know why you sent me that.
Most bodybuilders
Really just one disaster after another. You know, I haven't made any money since moving out to PA because of it. And it doesn't help that, you know, every time we try to expand the business or do something, it just completely backfired, and I haven't been compensated for it because these other companies have no problem ripping people off. So from more recently to the past, we just had our freezer fail last week. The new freezer unit wasn't installed properly, so it stopped running, and then we almost lost our entire meat inventory. I was gonna do a sale just to empty the freezer out, but I realized I don't really even have that much inventory because I'm completely broke, so we weren't even gonna do a sale to push out the inventory. And then before the freezer failed, the new refrigerator unit failed. So despite renting a reefer and preventing the product from spoiling in the fridge, you know, we had the reefer, we got the new units in, we moved all the refrigerated product over to the fridge, and then the new refrigerator wasn't programmed properly, got warm, and we had to throw out like $40,000 worth of food, eggs and dairy. So I'm still waiting for the insurance to pay me for that. And then what I just said, then we almost lost the freezer stuff just last week. So it's one thing after another with this equipment. And then before that, just the week before that, we lost the $20,000 plus worth of Wagyu. U.S. Customs and that company always forwarding just let it rot. We filed a lawsuit. And these scumbags are probably just ripping off other small businesses. They don't do what they're supposed to do. They literally let $20,000 worth of my product rot in the port. And then when we leave Google reviews for how they treat their clients, they just call up Google and have the reviews erased. That's what these people do. These people are evil. They don't care about you. They think you're worthless. So why would you want to buy anything from those people? Why would you want to go into a supermarket owned by people who think you're worthless and buy food products from them. If all they care about is getting money from you, like that's why this doctor that butchered my face isn't actually a skilled surgeon, because the product they're offering you doesn't matter. What happens if you get bad meat from the supermarket? They'll just delete the reviews. You know, it doesn't matter. They'll just get the reviews deleted. And then before that, we had the...
Like, does he not... You can look up on Google. There are places that have bad reviews. He's been to the DMV. Like, dude, look up any DMV. They all have, like, 1-star reviews. Universally. So, yeah, I don't know how he figures this. Will you ever play Battletoads and Double Dragon on SNES?
potato chip manufacturing equipment fail, and then the company never reimbursed me. It's really just no one caring about the quality of their work. And that's the only reason I'm even in business, is because I offer products that no one else has and a higher quality than no one else has.
You know, it's funny. Sean Baker ordered food from Frank, and when he got it, it was like fucked up and mangled and kind of looked rotted, and he didn't want to eat it, so he fed it to his dog. It's kind of funny.
Yet everyone else that I do business with just rips me off. Yeah, I'm tired of this shit. I honestly don't even want to film.
Dude, every fucking video he makes, it's just complaining. That's all he does is complain.
This vlog anymore. This doctor should have just compensated me for ruining my face for the rest of my life, and I shouldn't have to work anymore. I spent the whole day lying in pain in bed till like 1 o'clock, finally got out of bed to drive down to work, only to be reminded of this nonsense. At the end of the day, that's really it. You know, all these other people I do business with, for the most part, only care about their paycheck. That's all they care about. They don't care about the quality of the product, and then it always bites me in the back. So I think I did a short showing you guys the correct label for the new pool sanitizing powder. I don't really think we're going to make any money or sell much of this, especially because we launched it so late in the summer, but it's available. We'll see how it goes, I guess, throughout the rest of this year into next year. This is on organsupplements.com. It's basically an alternative to chlorine. This is a new product. I'm just waiting on the labels. It's a high protein apple cinnamon instant oatmeal, so hopefully next vlog we'll show you guys that. We have all of the health and nutrition bars.
I don't know what the best SNES game is.
In stock. Just made some.
How much money do I need?
Fresh pemmican as well as plain pemmican. We have chocolate chip granola bars, both the plain dried crispy beef and the meat granola. We do have the collagen crisp bars in stock, the dark chocolate hazelnut, the maple pecan. I'm not sure if we have the white chocolate macadamia nut somewhere here. But we do have the quinoa crisp. Up there is some of the best bars. We got some breadcrumbs. So all the animal fats are over here. The marrow oil was restocked more recently. Vanilla honey, this is available on frankiesstrange.foods.com. Just a natural vanilla extract replacement using honey as a carrier instead of alcohol. Yeah, this is what we ran out of, but have the marrowbone oil available. And in addition to the 2-pound big jar of beef tallow, we also have 5-gallon buckets.
Dude, like, the people who buy this shit are genuine, like, fucking retards.
So we have large amounts of beef tallow available in the big buckets. We got the meat room refrigerated now. Costs a ton of money, and it's iced up, not working properly, but go figure. So the fridge is pretty full here. We have way too many eggs. Basically, our egg farmer is pressuring us to sell more eggs, but I'll get into that in a second. Oh, that was the important thing for me to say at the beginning of the video. So we are looking for wholesale buyers for eggs. So if there's any restaurant suppliers or any companies out there that need really high quality corn and soy free eggs, we are looking for some wholesale clients. I'm going to have a website up separately for that we're selling wholesale eggs now, because what happened was when all the egg craziness was going on and the prices were shooting through the roof, I told my egg supplier to switch, just give me all the eggs, I'll pay you more than everyone else. And he didn't do that. He basically waited until the madness was over, and then he cut all his other suppliers short and gave me all the eggs, which didn't make much sense. Like, basically for 3 months I was begging him, look, give me all the eggs, I can sell them all. If you give me all the eggs now, I will be able to sell them all moving forward. I told him that for like 2 or 3 months straight. He didn't listen to me. And then literally right as the egg sales were dying down, he started ramping up and trying to give more eggs to me. But his supply isn't consistent throughout the year anyway. But the point is, we're trying to find new egg wholesalers to distribute to restaurants or whatever, or if any restaurants have a high volume of eggs, we're looking for wholesale clients. So I've been doing a bit of bacon this week myself. We got some hamburger buns proofing that are going to be used for the frozen hamburgers and cheeseburgers. We got some pizza dough that's going to go for the frozen pizzas. Here we have our everything bagels proofing, and we also have some plain donuts, and we're going to do some custard donuts proofing in there as well. So some really high quality fresh baked goods that are going to be in addition to this. So the stuff that's already prepared, we got chocolate chip cookies here for you guys, apple pie, plenty of plain donuts. Over there, we just finished.
I like how he's over time started selling more and more garbage junk food. Like candy bars, cookies, donuts, apple pie, so whatever pastries you can think of, and then he keeps trying to say, oh, this is health food. This is made in a special way where if you eat like literally junk food that's loaded with sugar and fat, you're not going to gain weight because it's organic.
Finished making these today. The white chocolate chip cookies are back in stock in addition to the dark chocolate chip cookies. Over there we just have our cured meats. Like we have the Iberico ham, some smoked brisket, prosciutto, turkey breast, bacon. Yeah, you guys can see we're completely full on eggs here. Most of the raw dairy has not been unpacked yet. All we have is the milk with the cream separated on top in the glass. This is just all eggs blocking that. And that relates back to the first HVAC guy that worked on this building. He stole all the refrigerant out of the machine that used to cool this room. So not only did he steal $15,000 worth of refrigerant and steal $20,000 of the bank loan, I had to spend like $15,000 on equipment and labor to get this room cooled again. So they've added that to the lawsuit. I guess the news this week is I decided to restock the boar. So we have all wild boar cuts now. Here is wild boar tenderloin, 4-ounce steaks.
I don't know what the hell he means by that. You can't sell wild boar. You can only kill and sell domesticated animals. If you go out and hunt a wild animal, you can't sell it. It's considered animal trafficking. So I don't know what he means by wild boar. It's just pig.
We have some wild boar shoulder roasts. These are St. Louis ribs. These are boneless leg roasts. We have wild boar shanks. Those are pretty cool. These would be nice for your dog or something, a high quality snack. Wild boar neck. This is turkey restocked over here. We just restocked our pasture raised turkey this week. Restock some venison, restock some lamb burgers. This is the wild boar. We've actually, we've had ground boar in stock. It's just all these other cuts we haven't had. These are all wild boar bone and ribeye steaks. So we have all different sized boar ribeye steaks. Some of them are really small. Veal brains are finally back in stock. Pork bacon back in stock. Fresh batch of hot dog rolls in the freezer. And we also have freshly frozen our sourdough bread. That's actually a new product here. The turkey feet we haven't sold before. We also restocked.
Who in the fuck would buy turkey feet? Dude, people eat the nastiest shit. Are Chinese people ordering from him?
The lemon sorbet. So we have a lot of lemon sorbet back available. And we restocked the cookie dough ice cream. And we put a lot of cookie dough in it. There's like 80 pounds of raw cookie dough and like 100 pounds of ice cream. So there should be like a ton of cookie dough in there. That's the highest quality, made with all organic ingredients, raw grass-fed butter, pasture-raised eggs, all that stuff. I don't think we've done a vlog in like 2 or 3 weeks, so there's a lot of new restocks and a lot of new stuff. I feel like I missed it all, but most of it is probably just restocks. So, on the website, if you go under the sourdough baked goods, everything is now available. It's made fresh every week. We're trying to keep everything available all the time. We just restocked the meat pot pies as well. Had issues with the goat farmer, so basically we made all the goat milk products ourselves. The fresh goat milk is available in half gallon and quart, and I made my own goat yogurt, so we were able to keep the price down and keep it affordable. Restocked the goat yogurt this week. I'm just over it, guys. I don't really want to read the reviews or anything. It's just, at what point do I just call it quits? And you guys are going to have to buy Freemason feedlot slop to feed your family, because I'm tired of this. All these other businesses taking advantage of me. I'm losing $1,000 in chargebacks every week, and the worst part about it is I'm not being compensated for anything. I filed these lawsuits. The judge laughs because it's his buddies scamming me, and they ignore the lawsuit. That's really how it goes. And then my videos are censored and shadow banned, because if everyone knew the truth about how people were treating me and everything, then they wouldn't buy meat from anywhere else. I'd be the only person in business, to say the least. And they're really trying hard now. Basically, every single one of my videos is shadow banned, and they send in dozens and dozens of gang stalkers to leave fake comments and slander me and make fun of me. It's actually kind of crazy because, and what's seen as acceptable on my YouTube channel is, I'm talking about a doctor like ruining my face, or my Wagyu beef getting rotten and destroyed in the port, and the small business being taken advantage of. And these people are posting comments making fun of me and shadow banning me. But if it was their secret society owned business, what they would do is they'd have a GoFundMe with $300,000 raised to give it to the small business. That's what they would do. And when I made a GoFundMe for my eyes to help me, GoFundMe just took it down. Said it was against community guidelines.
He was asking for $500,000 for a cosmetic procedure that presumably cost between $15,000 to $30,000. So yeah, no shit. They took your thing down because it seemed like fraud. This guy is such a fucking retard. Like, he just fails at everything and he's an idiot. Oh, that is great. That's nice seeing Frank unhappy and miserable.
Yeah, you guys can go to frank-tufano.com and see all the businesses, the few I didn't mention, the organ supplements, Frankie's Naturals, and Wi-Fi shielding. And
what an idiot.